Hi, Shreya Subalkar, Khalida, Rachna, Indrajit Sharan. Yes, now it's moving faster. Sonali Zoshi, Aniket Matre, Neetu Singh, Shreya Subalkar, Khalida, Rachna, Indrajit Sharan. It's little late here, so I have closed the volume. Good. So we are back. 11 o'clock is fun time. And today I've kept my mobile on so that I am visible is properly. Let the painting behind me be shifted, I suppose. Yes. So how is my new look? How is my new look? Rohit ji, I don't want a hello sir. I want how is my new look? Inspired by Dr. Kumar Swami to wear a cap or a hat or something over the head to begin with. Keeps me fresh all throughout. As and when everybody is joining in, let me get ready for part 3. As usual, by Hi Pratik. ये इंद्रजीत शरण 2-3 टाइम्स कैसे आ गया यार? एक ही टाइम होना चाहिए था. Looking fresh. Yes, I am looking fresh. Today I am fresh. I already had aloo parathas for lunch. Sorry, brunch. So stomach is full. Wife is happy. So I am happy. So to begin with, let me say thank you again to World Dental Association. Thank you to Abhishek Mahajan and Anand Mohata and all the others at World Dental Association for believing in me, most important. And thank you to all those who keep listening to me and keep attending these webinars. I think this is the 5th one for me. I must was a great success. Part 1, part 2. What after BDS, life as a BDS, what after MDS, life after MDS, and today we are here. What after 10-15 years in practice or in say academics, and what after 25-30 years or more in dentistry. So we will enjoy this part today. Just to say a few more thank yous. The most important part of the day today, the day started on a grand note. Early morning when I just got up, when I was hardly open, and I read a beautiful post of Dr. Shankar Iyer on Facebook. And my wife Meenakshi had already appreciated it a lot. So I really read it completely. And I also wrote a message to Dr. Shankar Iyer that I will be talking about this post in my webinar today. So of course I won't go through the whole post because I want you to go on Facebook, type Shankar Iyer in search, and you will find the Indian face which now looks little American, and that's Dr. Shankar Iyer for you. And you should read his post today. It's really motivating, it's positive, and very, very inspiring. So it was a nice addition to my way of talking and speaking, because a lot to learn from that post. Good. Thank you, Dr. Shankar. Afternoon is going to be with you now. For say today we won't take much time, I suppose. I always say this, but I think every time it's almost 2 hours or something. Today, let me see if I can finish it in 1 hour 30 minutes. So today afternoon is going to be with you, which is always a fabulous time for me. And today evening is even going to be much better, because the most important thing is going to happen in my life. Dr. Amit Sadhwani is going to get a Budweiser Premium chilled for me and give me a building gate delivery between 5 p.m. and 6 p.m. I hope, Amit, you are listening. And if you're listening, say, yes, I am coming with the Budweiser. I'm really looking forward for that Budweiser. Good. Last 15 days had been really great for us. Last time I forgot to mention, but our NGO, my daughters and my NGO, Telehealth Innovation Foundations and IntelliHealth, was recognized by Government of India and Niti Aayog for the work and the effort what we are doing for the medical fraternity, because we are working more towards the medical fraternity and not towards more to the public. So we are very happy with that, and a lot of progress has happened after that, and hope to be sharing some information with all of you in the near future. Another great thing happening for us in the last 10 days is my wife, Dr. Meenakshi, who is a yoga guru, and she takes her happiness programs, as some of you attended on WDA. She has been taking her happiness programs now for nurses, ward boys of various hospitals of Mumbai. And she's also started one more course for doctors from various hospitals from Mumbai, from nephrologists to radiologists to everybody. And now she's about to also work on a project where they have been approached for 50,000 policemen of Maharashtra. So big project for she, her team, and everybody at Art of Living. So she's really happy and working hard towards it. And the most important, her college starts tomorrow. So I am a bit happy in a way. She's looking at me from that side and says this. Only she's worried about my chapati, because in this 2 months, I learned everything in cooking. I've almost crossed now 82 dishes I have cooked in this lockdown, but I unfortunately did not learn how to make chapati. So I think that's going to be one small issue from tomorrow. I'll find a substitute, don't worry. Good. So let's go ahead and talk about a bit of revision of part 1, part 2 for some of you, like Dr. Ali Tonkiwala and some others who, Dr. Akash Akinwar, if you are there, who had promised me that they will be there only for part 3. And I know that they were not there for part 1 and part 2 because I couldn't see their name out of those 1400 names. So for you and others who missed part 1 and part 2, or you thought that part 1 is definitely not for you and part 2 is definitely not for you because you are already an MDS or something like that. Well, actually all 3 topics were interconnected, and life started with a sentence like, with 98% of dentists in India never wanted to be dentists. And I'm happy that except those 2%, everybody agrees to me. And since 98% is a large number and majority, I think I speak for them rather than only those 2%. That does not mean I have not given you lots of suggestions, but 98% is what I look for. It's these dentists, I think, make dentistry fun because we never wanted to be dentists, and yet we are doing dentistry. Some of us are doing it with passion. Some of us are doing it happily. Some of us are doing it because there is money in the profession, and some of us are just doing it because there's nothing else to do. And might as well do it, you know. So my suggestion to all of you in the last 2 episodes were, you have to fall in love with the profession. It's your wife or it's your spouse. You have to fall in love. The moment you fall in love with the profession, your performance improves a lot. You look at the profession in a different perspective altogether. There are things in the profession or the profession we do not for money anymore, because if there will be certain things in the profession where if people don't give us money, still we will be ready to do it free of cost, you know. And if you reach that level faster in life, I feel if you pass out at 25 or MDS at 28, if you can reach this level by age 32, which is the ideal dental age according to me, because we all have 32 teeth in the mouth. Quite a stupid analogy, but it is. And by 32, if you can reach that stage, it would be lovely. But the fun part of Indian society does not allow us to do it because we have been nurtured accordingly as a child. Boys especially, or men, have the society feels that we should stand on our 2 feet, and then only we can get 2 more feet, and then 2 more feet, and 2 more feet. And in the process, the society does not realize or is not realizing that they are making us somewhat money minded, and because money happens to be now the central focus point of our life, because we have to look after our spouse, we have to look after our children, we have to look after so many things. And in the process, we forget our passion, we forget our love, and we just go on the wrong path. And then some of us get so used to that path that it's almost difficult for them to come back on the path of love and passion. And I also spoke about things. The more you are passionate about your profession and the more you work on that one subject which you love in dentistry and master that subject up to its epitome, money becomes part and parcel of life. It becomes as a gift. It comes as a gift to us. We no more have to run behind money. We make money run behind us. And that's the most interesting journey I think we all need to take. For this, we need to make a societal change. We need to teach our children now in a different manner. We need to tell them that money has no value in life. It's the passion, it's the love, it's the name, and it's the fame, which what we should all strive for. And if you all have got these messages right in my first 2 episodes, and if you all decide to start working in that direction, trust me, life will be more happier, more beautiful, and you yourselves will be happy. And that it is said that if you are happy, you can make others happy. Of course, no doubt about it. But I also spoke about how to go up the ladder in life. I also spoke about to stop one concept completely from society, and that was while we climb up the ladder of life, please do not stamp on people below us. Okay? What we need to do is we put our right hand on top of the ladder and climb a step, and we with our left hand should hold a few dentists and pull them up. The spot which we vacate, we should see that 2 or 4 more dentists occupy that space in the profession of dentistry, and we move upwards and create a niche for ourselves. And then as you go upwards, normally my maths and my experience says that we need 5 gurus in life or 5 years in life to master one subject or one topic in a subject 110%. Of course, there is never an end to that mastery. So life should not stop at 5 gurus. Life can go again and restart with a fresh guru and 1 more guru and 1 more guru. And in the process also I said, ultimately you shall become the guru. We shall be the guru. And I had also given a small challenge in my last these things, which the BDS guys, the young generation may not have connected with it. The MDS guys got connected to a bit. But I'm sure everybody who is 10, 15 years plus or 25 years plus into practice and listening to me today will get connected to me very fast with this one line. So answer this question of mine. Write this question on a piece of paper just now and take your time to answer this. Why we in India are not producing quintessence writers or book writers every month? Why we Indian dentists cannot write a book for a publishing house like Quintessence every month? What are doctors like senior doctors like you and me doing? Why we are unable to do it up to that level? And the reason also I think I told you last time, that's because we are trying to be jack of all and master of. If we are master of one, we get bored of that one and we try to indulge into something. Example, if you are an endodontist and you are mastered endodontist, MDS, and then after that you have taken a 5-year guru journey in endodontics, and now you are a guru, right? Or you are not an MDS, but you are a guy who loves endo, has gone up the ladder to become an endodontist, has followed the same 5-year guru journey, and today are a guru without a MDS degree, but people love you, respect you, and are attending your lectures and programs or admiring your work on Facebook and other social medias. Why we suddenly, after 5 years of working in endo, start putting implants? Write this down. According to me, an endodontist putting implants is a conflict of interest. All those who agree can write in the comments box, yes, you agree, it is conflict of interest. I am very firm about it. It is conflict of interest. That does not mean that your patient does not get an implant. If a tooth has to be extracted because it is impossible to save it, it is beyond saving, and an implant needs to be put, I have a small request, call an implantologist and ask him to do that job, or refer the patient to an implantologist who is a master of that, rather than confusing your patient and showing him this conflict of interest that I am an endodontist, MDS or endodontist, but I am also putting implants. I think that's a wrong message. It's like that gynecologist and ophthalmologist story. You know, ophthalmologist telling a patient that I can do the delivery of your wife because I can see better when the child comes out. Nobody does it that way. A divorce lawyer does not fight a corporate law case. Okay, CS does not do a CS job. Architect, my daughter is an architect, so I can tell you, an architect who builds airports does not build hospitals. They all can do it, but they don't do it because they do not dilute their master level. And that's the reason why they keep climbing up the ladder. That's the reason they beat competition. I also spoke about competition, and I firmly believe that this word itself is useless. There is competition everywhere in every field of life. Yes, right from getting admission of your child into nursery school to getting a hall for your wedding, to getting admission into dentistry, to getting patients after doing dentistry. There is competition everywhere. There is competition in every profession, every business, every industry, everything in life. But still, according to me, there is zero competition if you keep climbing up the ladder. The problem with dental profession is our BDS, our MDS, our doctors who are 10 years plus into practice and who are so-called settled in life, our doctor dentists who are 25, 35 years into practice, all are at BDS level. All are doing general dentistry. All are doing everything what every other dentist is doing. Only 2% of dentists in India probably have a concept called USP. Write this down. What is my USP? If you can write this USP of yours, start working on that USP and become that unique personality. Tell me one thing today. If I was going to a dentist and I want to change my dentist, whom do I go to and how do I choose my dentist? Suppose a dentist opens outside my colony and one day I walk into the practice. It's a very nice, clean practice. I won't say very posh, but a nice, clean practice. Better than the previous dentist whom I probably go to or went to. Trust me, friends, both the dental clinics look the same. One of them a MDS, one of them a BDS. My old dentist MDS, this new dentist BDS. My old dentist used to do everything what this new dentist is doing, who is an BDS. So I am as confused that actually you both are doing the same. So what was my old dentist a specialist of? Correct? One question. Second thing, if I ask a new dentist, why should I come to you from today? Tell me one USP you have which my previous dentist or my old dentist, my family dentist does not have. What is the answer this new dentist has for me as a patient? And trust me, friends, 98% of the dentists practicing in India do not have an answer for this USP. Unfortunate. It is so unfortunate, you know. It's high time. I think you may not have noticed what in my last MDS lecture, program I had said. I want dentists in India who have the visiting card which say he is a class 4 dental specialist. Means only if your tooth is broken that you come to me. I want dentists in India who are super specialists only in diastema closure. I want dentists in India who are only specialists in treating fluoride cases, stains on teeth because of fluoride. Only those cases. Imagine tomorrow Dr. Dipil Mehta, who is already doing lots of fluoride related cases, becomes a master specialist, markets his practice as a fluoride specialist. Trust me, people will fly down, catch a train, drive down all the way from Rajasthan, from Assam, from Hyderabad, from every possible nook and corner of the country, and even from all over the world to Dr. Dipil Mehta. So Dipil, if you are listening, with great respect to you, which I always give you, don't divulge your life into implantology. You are doing excessively good in superb in veneers. I am so proud of it. I want you to be the next Galib Gurel of the world, not of the country. And I want you to not do regular veneer work. I want you to devote your life for only people suffering from fluoride problems. You know, make them happy, make them smile. If Dr. Rathi from senior Dr. Rathi from Nagpur, if you're watching, sir, Dr. Rathi had once invited me to have a NGO program, his NGO related program. Rajiv, one day, can you come to Nagpur and can we treat 10 girls at least with your veneers so that we can give these girls a new life, because they all are marriageable age, and this is all because of fluoride. It's all got spoiled. And I was so touched with this concept, and then time flew away. Recently, I had a conversation with Dr. Rathi on the phone, and I reminded him, sir, I am now retired and I think will be able to now, let's do it. Just do it. So Dipil, we invite you for such a program because this can add to your marketing concept, and we can really push your clinic into fluorides, you know. Same way, somebody asked me after my part 2 lecture, sir, I'm a pedodontist and I'm doing general dentistry, but I'm impressed with what you suggested, the ladder technique, and I want to master one thing in pedo. What would you suggest? So I said, why can't you become only a rampant caries specialist or nursing bottle syndrome specialist? That's it. That means you have a pedo clinic, you have 4 MDS pedodontists or pedodentists working under you. You perform only cases which need rampant caries treatment. Rest everything like prevention, etc. would be done by the other pedodontist. So she asked me, can I become a myofunctional specialist in pedo? And I said, of course you can become, but now don't think of rampant caries. Either refer rampant caries patients outside and you focus on myofunctional or pedo orthodontics. Yes, I am loving this. At least few people had an impact on their brain after my part 2. I am happy about it. I would have loved it that I have received more comments which said, sir, I am going to be on the path of 5 gurus, or rather than, you know, telling me, sir, you were good, you were fabulous, Godspeed, as Neeraj Mandalia puts, you know, no need here. I think I am good enough, not genius, but I am average. I am good enough. I am truthful. I am delivering everything from my heart. I have no purpose behind giving anybody anything. I am clear about several things in my brain. I have started feeling, I told you, that if the virus bites me in the coming days, I will have no time to deliver these kind of lectures to a large audience, which WDA is providing me, and I am getting on WDA platform. So I would love to give as much possible to everybody in these webinars. So please write in your comments box that yes, I am inspired. I am going to start this journey immediately. This is the subject which I love, I have chosen. After my second episode, I received a lot of messages which were super confusing minds. Guys, first you decide whether you are a genius, a average, or a duffer, because that's the first part of the journey. Then decide whether you are an MDS or you don't want an MDS, or you are fine with the word something like endodontist, prosthodontist, or whatever it is. You know, if you are already an MDS, don't get an ego. Start on the 5-year journey. Yes, this is how it is. So I guess that was the revision. Let's move on to today's topic. So what happens after 10 years in practice? Well, what can happen after 10 years? 10 years may, it is said that the 7-year itch in dentistry or medical profession is over. Normally in today's world, it takes around 5 to 7 years for a doctor or a dentist to settle down. Doctors, MBBS settle down much faster because they get salaries at the hospitals. Most of them get a hospital job to begin with or attachment. And simultaneously, they can also work as consultants. For dentistry, jobs are a fever. So that also, I think I shared why jobs are fever, because well-trained associate dentists are hard to find. Our seniors' life is wasted in teaching these young dentists to do clinical practice, and that's waste of time for the junior and waste of time for senior. So instead of approaching the seniors with a CV, please approach the seniors with a CS, with a clinical skill suitcase, and show your work. And don't show all your work. Show work in only one subject which you love. And trust me, you all will get a job with the salary you expect, because we want fully trained dentists to touch our patients the next Monday morning. And for senior dentists who are 10 years now and more in practice, we need to tell our patient a small good lie that this crown has been done by this doctor just last week, and see how wonderful it is. This root canal has been done by this doctor, this other doctor, and it's wonderful. And I am so confident if they could treat me, they can even easily treat you. And that's how you hand over our patients to the next generation or to the associate dentist. Before I forget another thing, write this down. The one big blunder and mistake what the juniors are doing when you are working with seniors, and what the seniors are doing when the juniors are in front of the patient. Okay? Write this down because you may forget this. Juniors, stop calling your seniors dentist sir and madam in front of the patient. Please stop. Seniors, please don't be egoistic. Please train your associate dentist to talk to you and address you as Dr. Rajiv or Dr. Verma. Okay? Because the moment a young dentist calls me a sir in front of the patient, I become senior, he or she becomes junior, and then patient wants only Dr. Rajiv Verma to touch him and does not allow this 10+ year practitioner to hand over the case to an associate dentist. Because dentistry today also is about touch, though of course COVID has changed a little bit, but that halka haath concept, light hand of my dentist concept, it makes life difficult for senior dentists to hand over cases to a junior. So from tomorrow, please, please, please put a board in your clinic and instruct your staff. And please do not expect your staff, including your receptionist and other assistants working with you, ask them not to please call you sir or madam. Please address you by name doctor. A small rule to be followed. If your associate dentist is suppose Dr. Pallavi Navre, Dr. Anish Navre's daughter, Pallavi Navre, right? We need to call her Dr. Pallavi because she's young. First name would be ideal. If we call her by the first name, expect Pallavi to also call you ideally by the first name, Dr. Rajiv. Please don't tell her to call you by Dr. Verma. Even that causes a problem with the patient. Surname-name combination can also make you feel superior or senior in front of the patient. So please do not do that way. Instead, what you do is for Dr. Pallavi, she calls you Dr. Anish, and for Dr. Navre, she calls you Dr. Navre. So this is very funny in Dr. Anish Navre's clinic. Now Anish, father, daughter, or anybody, father, son, mother, son, please do not call your son you can introduce as my son or daughter, but when you introduce, please introduce, this is Dr. Pallavi, my daughter. And then in front of the patient, please do not call her Pallavi, come here. Please say Dr. Pallavi, come here. Okay? Trust me, this works wonders in handing over patients and easy delegation of jobs to other specialists. See, in dentistry, an orthodontist has been coming to our practice for years together. and patients are used to getting treated by orthodontists. But the difference is we don't treat that child for anything as such. So the child is get used to that orthodontist. We call pedodontist, the story is the same. The parents are not treated by the pedo and we don't treat the child. So the child gets used to the pedodontist, right? But for perio, flap surgery or anything, suddenly if you transfer the case to the periodontist, the patient used to tell me, why can't you do this treatment? Why do you need to call? I'm comfortable doctor with your hands. That day you can say this periodontist, they flap surgery even for my mother and she is very happy with her or him and she will treat you like my mother. And trust me, the case can be easily handed over to them. That's how when you grow and climb up the ladder, you relieve some of your responsibilities, you relieve some of your subjects and become master at one. That at no means I say that you stop doing everything in dentistry. What you do is develop a whole team. Yes, if you have 3 dental chairs and all 3 dental chairs are getting slowly occupied by your super duper specialty work, chair 1 by you, chair 2 by your MDS super specialist, and chair 1 by your MDS prosthodontist, and you have no time now left to treat any other patient for any other thing in dentistry, yes, start referring cases. Do not occupy your chair time or your chair time and try to earn that few percent rupees out of that treatment. It is not correct. It will not be that much. Then you can earn from your super duper specialty, your super specialty or your specialty dentist. That time you start referring everything in dentistry. I'll take you a small journey backwards in my life. For everybody is listening to me for more than 10 years. Around 1996 period, that was around 8 years into practice. One day a family of 6 patients came to me, 6 of them. One by one they entered the clinic. My clinic was small. So 3 sat in the reception, 3 entered the clinic. The senior most father, elder person, gentleman sat in the chair and he opened his mouth and I looked into his mouth and I immediately said, you need a denture. And I don't do dentures. At that time, I really not so keen into doing dentures. Though later on, me and my wife became the first people in India to do a BPS denture in 2001. We introduced it in the country and then we did it for some time. For 10 years, I worked on it and then I also stopped finally. But I told that uncle, I don't do dentures. I will have to refer you to somebody or I'll have to call somebody for you. So I took a prescription pad and I scribbled on it a name of a dentist and I referred him. Then sat the old lady, the grandmother, and I saw her and I saw there was a wisdom tooth in her mouth here and 2-3 teeth here, and she was a total extraction case and few mobile teeth. And I said, I can extract the mobiles, but for the wisdom tooth, I need, and some teeth, I need to refer the root piece and all. I don't do it. And there's an oral surgeon coming to me. You can come on that day or I can refer you to. So she said, you as of now refer me, likh diya. So I wrote an oral surgeon, Then I remember the younger child jumped onto the chair and I saw rampant caries from far. And I told immediately the parents, I don't treat rampant caries. I just cannot treat children. In fact, I told them the story that I would have been an MDS in pedodontia, but I did not do my post-graduation because I could not treat children. I cannot bear a child crying in my clinic. All the story rubbish I told them. And I wrote a letter to a pedodontist. That time I remember Dr. Nayana Acharya at Prabhadevi, at Portuguese Church. And Nayana was a pedodontist. So I wrote a letter to her. Thank you, Nayana, for treating that case during those days. Then the girl sat into the chair and I saw crooked teeth and I immediately asked her to get down. I said, I need to refer you to an orthodontist. Then the father sat into the chair and by now madam had joined college full time and then she had left because she had 2 children and she was not coming to the clinic. So I told, this is a very difficult root canal. So I'll have to call somebody or I'll have to refer it to somebody. And then his wife sat in and she had some pus issues in the gingiva. So I told her, I hate periodontia. I need to refer you. So 6 patients, I wrote 6 prescriptions, 6 notes, and they all were going out. The son came in and said, doctor, how much consultation? So I told them that time I used to charge 300 rupees per patient because I was the first 3 in India to introduce the intraoral camera that time. Can you believe we had an intraoral camera in 1994, which costed me 4.5 lakh rupees. The camera is still there with me, called as Insight. Dr. Sandesh and Dr. Sunil Bulabai are the other two who we 3 together and I think purchased the camera from US. Sandesh got my camera later on. And because of that camera, I had 0 consultation charges when I started in 87. It was 300 rupees from 94 and everybody used to pay me 300. So 300 rupees के हिसाब से 6 people 1800 rupees. Since it was a nice South Indian family, they did not bargain. They paid me 1800. They went away. 2 minutes later, there was a knock on my door and the senior person came in and he said, Dr. Saab, can I ask you one question if you don't mind? So I said, of course you can ask as many you want. He said, no, bas 2 ही सवाल है. 2. Now 1 के 2 हो गया. So I said, what? Yes, ask your question. So he said, पहला question, बुरा नहीं मानना, लेकिन हम 6 लोग थे, आपने 6 जन को देखा और आपने 6 जन को नोट लिख के दिया कि दूसरे डॉक्टर के पास जाओ. तो एक बात पूछो, आप क्या करते हो? What do you do then? So I just smiled like this and I said, I do only porcelain veneers and I do crown and bridge work. And that's it. And my wife, whenever she comes, she does root canal treatments, post 10 core, and that's it. So he got a shock of his life listening to all this. So he said, okay, second question. I said, क्या? He said, बस आपका इतने में होता है? So I understood exactly what he meant. That means, am I earning enough out of this much? And I said, enough. Enough for one wife, enough for my 2 daughters, enough for my mother and father, enough for my staff. I think it's enough. I'm happy with it, what I'm earning, you know. And he just couldn't believe it. So friends, what I was trying to tell you is, yes, I have done all what I'm saying. 1996, I was already probably on the ladder. I started speaking about this, I think, later in life, in almost 2012, 11, 12. When I realized that this journey, what I've taken, or similar to me, so many other dentists who have taken, who are not speaking about it because they probably have not realized about it. All of us have done it. There are many who have done like me. So 5-year guru journey mandatory. So guys, 10 years in practice, write down. Life is on a plateau. Actually, the title of today's lecture should be Life on a Plateau. Dentists who are 10 years plus are on plateau in life, right? We are completely and royally stuck. We have a happy family. If you're a woman dentist, you have a happy husband, happy 1 or 2 children, some of you even 3. Happy father, happy mother, happy father-in-law, happy mother-in-law. Sorry, if you are a boy, then for the girl, it's mother-in-law, father-in-law, right? And absolutely happy, you know. If it's a boy, vice versa. Life starts at 9 a.m. in the morning. For 98% of dentists in India, life closes at 1 o'clock in the afternoon, maybe 2 o'clock. Life starts again at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, and life ends at 9 o'clock or some 10 o'clock. And this is standard protocol of 98% dentists in India. This also I've never understood, because I myself had the same timing in life. And in 1999-2000 period, I was convinced by American dentists that the whole world practices from 9 to 5. Why do you Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis and Sri Lankans practice from 9 to 1 and 5 to 9? And he only said, don't give me the rubbish jargon that Indian patients cannot come in the afternoon because they have jobs. Because then he started laughing and said 90% of American women are working and they come in the afternoon for their dental treatment. Probably only 25% of Indian women are working, and you are saying that they can't come in the afternoon for treatment. That means something is wrong with your industry, your business houses, and you. Friends, please change your clinic timing to 9 to 6, 9 to 5. I will have a special topic on this in future. Trust me, you will earn more money, more name, and more fame during these times. And people will come during those times. Okay? I won't go into the detail of it. That's enough of chakna for today, so that your brain starts, and you start writing to me. कैसा possible है हमारे इधर तो लोग ही हमारे इधर अरे हमारे इधर तुम्हारे इधर there's nothing like this in the world, nothing like this. Oh, the joke further with that American dentist. He told me in America you must have seen some dentists working till 9 o'clock also, 8 o'clock also, 7 o'clock also. I said, yes, I have seen. He said, don't worry, I have not told you. Those are your Indian brothers and sisters who are working till 7 o'clock in America. Ask any other guy in America, a Mexican or a Japanese or even a Chinese dentist or any European dentist in US, they all close by 5 o'clock. And on Friday, everybody closes by 3:34. So why are we? I think the reason why we Indian dentists are working like this is we are driven with the concept of money and we are not driven with the concept of passion and love. I will repeat this 100 times whenever I speak, because that's I think the base problem. That's where our nurturing, I think, went wrong, or we captured everything wrong from the society or parents or our seniors. We are getting things wrong. Okay, so please transfer the right things to the next generation now. Okay, chalo 10 साल हो गए practice वही पुराना. Don't you feel bored, some of you? Don't you feel bored? Don't you feel that the spark of life has gone? There are two sparks of life. One is professional spark and one is personal spark. Personal spark can be, about your spouse, how your spouse looks, what your spouse wears. These are all personal sparks. A personal spark can lower your drive in the bedroom. Yes, it's possible. Correct? Same way, a professional spark like this can lower your passion. So at both places, that means professional or personal, we may lose our passion in life. And then many dentists, just money is coming. I hate those dentists. If you're listening to me, please, whenever I travel across India for my lectures and whenever with love, I love to visit your clinic and your house, have sometimes lunch and dinner with you, visit a dental laboratory in the vicinity. I love all that concept. I love it. But what I don't like is when you guys tell me, sir, I bought this flat. Sir, I bought that plot. Sir, I bought this. I'm not interested in all this. I'm not interested. I find this all just areas to park your money. That does not make you a successful human being and a successful dentist, according to me. For me, a successful person is somebody who is a guru and who is giving something to the next generation. According to me, that would be the perfect idol for me. So I think do that way. Don't be money conscious. Earning money is not at all a bad idea, but earn sufficiently. That should be enough. But keep the passion alive. So 9 to 1, 6 to 9. Got bored, right? Afternoon, what are we doing? Sleeping at home. I don't know why we are doing all these things. Work 9 to 5. Start playing a game in the morning at 7 o'clock. Go for some, if you want to really earn money in dentistry, go and start playing golf. Go and start playing golf. You will get in return. The gift of golf to every dentist will be high-flying industrialist patients. The gift of playing billiards in the evening from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. would be high-flying industrialists and businessmen as your patients, because you get in contact with them. Start doing yoga in the morning or join some gym in the morning for 1 hour so that you meet some group of people who are health conscious. Start playing lawn tennis in the evening, straight from clinic. Go for a lawn tennis play 5:30 to 6:30 every alternate day of a week. And you start meeting other group of people who are sports conscious or physically health conscious. Correct? Do 4 activities 4 activities. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 3 activities in the morning, 3 activities in the evening. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 3 activities which are different, and 3 activities in the evening which are different. So totally I told you how many activities you know? How many? 1 activity Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, 1 activity Monday, Wednesday, Friday evening. Okay? 1 activity Tuesday, Thursday, Friday morning, 1 activity Tuesday, Thursday, Friday evening. Total 4 activities I told you. 4 activities. The purpose of doing these 4 activities is, don't go with the intention of marketing. Don't go with the intention of giving visiting cards to people. Go with the intention of health if you join gym or yoga. Go with the intention of a stable, healthy mind and body if you're going for yoga or playing a game like say lawn tennis, or playing a game like badminton, or playing a game like billiards, snookers, or playing a game like golf. Go with that intention. What will happen? Every day you will meet a set of people. It could be the same set of people for a period of 6 months. Then change the timing. Go 1 hour late every day and meet another set of people. Then another 6 months later, change the game timing. Instead of playing lawn tennis in the evening, start going for lawn tennis in the morning. Go for 6 months like that. And you can do various permutation combinations with these 4 activities in the life. The moment you make these 4 activities in life and various permutation combinations, you are going to meet 100 new people every probably few months. 100 people. And these are 100 people who are going to know you face to face. One day, out of these 100, some of you will ask for your visiting card. That day, see that there are visiting cards in your pocket. Dentist is another animal on the planet. When we ask for a card, they don't have any in the pocket. Otherwise, they carry a whole box in their pocket to give a card to everybody. No, it's not like playing cards. A card, a visiting card, should be given only when the other person asks for it. That's called ethical marketing. Giving cards to everybody, please, a big no-no. Okay? Please, a big no-no. For a person to ask your business card, you need to prove your credentials to them. For that, you need to spend time with them. For that, if you play billiards with them for 6 months, they start knowing you now. People start analyzing us in a different way. A common man or an industrialist or a businessman or another doctor or a housewife or any other human being looks at us in a way and says, "Arey Bapre, this Dr. Satish Balgat is a dentist. Now he is a sleep apnea specialist." One day he was telling me over coffee while we were, that day when he had come to play golf. Then I realized that he also is a Homi Bhabha teacher. Then I also realized he plays golf with me every Sunday. Then I also realized that he goes for a yoga, this thing in the morning where my wife goes. Then I also came to know that he also plays badminton once a week in Ghatkopar club. And I also came to know that he is a gym fanatic and even at this age lifts up a dumbbell to see that his muscles are. Oh my God, this man is amazing, yaar. He is a multitasker, and that means he must be good in his profession. And that day, this person will come to you and say, "My dear friend Satish, we have been knowing you together. You are playing decent golf now. I know it took 2 years for you to learn golf, but you're playing decent now. And I've heard so much about you from your mouth and others about you and your life and what all you do in life. Pretty impressive. My wife has a small tooth issue. Can I get your business card?" And that's the opportunity, Dr. Satish, to pull out that business card and hand it over. There are ways to have for business card also. Please give a business card this way to people. Don't give it with one hand like this, or, please offer, bend and offer, and that person will take it. Now, frankly speaking, that person asked the card for his wife or for a child. It was actually a reason he himself had a dental problem, but he was testing you. And then when they come to your practice with his wife, when he comes, he will first make his wife sit and go through him. And then he will quietly say, can you also look into my mouth? Even this tooth of mine is troubling. That is after analyzing how you treat his wife patient. See how. Friends, I just taught all the 10-year plus dentists one more ladder up in life. 2 things you need to do for this, which are the ideal things I'm telling you. Because you are on a platform in life, you have nothing to lose money-wise, you have nothing to lose anything. You're almost free of loans, I suppose, or even if there is a housing loan, it is for a long duration, so there is nothing to worry about, there's no hurry to pay it, correct? If you are in that zone where the children's education expenses are manageable, every spouse expense is manageable, mommy, daddy, and all of you have a medical insurance, you have a term insurance, everything is in place. The first thing I want to do is change your clinic timing from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. or ideal time according to me, 9:30 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. Okay? In the beginning, you can give your clinic to an associate dentist to run from evening 5:30 p.m. to 8:30, 9 p.m. because I'm sure you'll have that fear of losing patients. Friends, lose patients, filter out patients. You will have ample free time in life because of this time. You will be free from 7 a.m. in the morning till 9 a.m. and you will be free from 5:30 p.m. to almost 8:30 p.m. in the night, correct? I want you to start one activity in the morning and one activity in the evening on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And I want you to start one activity on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, as I said, morning and evening. All 4 activities different. All 4 activities targeting high class, upper class, means industrialist class, business class, upper middle class, middle class. Anything below middle class, well, you can do it. Do it on a social service type platform. Now, when you do all these activities, see that you do not go there with a business mind. You do not go with the intention that from this I will get a patient. No. Human beings can smell. ये पेशेंट के लिए गोल्फ खेलता है, ये इसके लिए जिम में आके हमारे साथ दोस्ती करता है. People can smell. Okay, so please do not go and do anything with bad intentions. You go with good intentions. Trust me, the gift of these good intentions will be patience. On one side, you will follow the Guru's Guru mantra. Now, when you are 10 years in practice, some of you must have followed the Guru's Guru mantra. Now you find one more Guru on one more topic in the subject you love. Don't find another subject. If prosthetic is your love subject, then find a topic in prosthetics which you love. Example, full mouth rehab. Example, temporomandibular disease. Example, anything in fixed prosthodontics like implant supported dentures. Anything like all on 4 implants with prosthetics, where implants will be put by a perio-implantologist and you will do only the prosthetic part on top. Form a team with a perio-implantologist ideally. Okay, ideally, if not a good implantologist. This is how you move on one ladder. On the second ladder, you need to provide this ladder a feeder. And the feeder has to be those type of patients and those class of patients. What is this type and class? Type of patients are those who value the super specialty you are doing, who value the super duper specialty, who value the epitome of your specialty. And the other one is the person who can pay for it. That's why start opening your clinic from 9 to 5 and use the morning and evening to start a game or to start something so that you are in personal contact with human beings. And then these patients, these people become your patients slowly. It will take time. You will lose 60% of your existing patient bank because you are not available in their evening time. But patients, if they really love you, if they really have that light hand concept for you, that feeling for you, they will change their time and come to you. Still come to you. They'll take out their time. Okay. That working class, you may have to release. That class will start going to some other dentist, which is great. At least some of our younger generation colleagues who want to work 9 to 1 and 5 to 9, let them get that class of patients. Why not? In fact, by moving up the ladder, we are actually doing a social service on other side for our fraternity. We are handing over some of our patient bank to the next generation. Please do it. We only have to nurture the next generation. It is not I right to do 300 patients in one practice by one doctor. You can have 10 chairs and do 100 patients a day with employing 25 dentists under you. That's okay. But if you are doing single-handed dentistry, maximum one more associate and doing 80 patients a day, I think stop that, you know. We are not doing justice to the profession, nor doing justice to the patient. I spoke about this last time. Happiness of a patient is the lowest barometer a dentist or a doctor can set for himself. The correct barometer of the judgment of our quality of work is our fellow colleague. If you feel that your work is really good, please start posting it everywhere and get reviews from non-friend dentists, because friend dentists will always tell you good because they don't want to hurt you nor lose your friendship. So please throw it in open and then let people tell you, criticize you, appreciate you, and then we will grow, because they are the right barometers. I can understand what is good prosthetic and bad prosthetic work. Dr. Anish Navre can understand what is great endodontic work. But a common person, patient, cannot understand what is great endodontia. I told you, if MB2 is not found and if the patient is asymptomatic, Rajiv Verma still is called as a great endodontist. I told an example last time, correct? I leave an undercut behind and patient has no problem for 25 years. Rajiv Verma is great dentist for that patient and his family and friends, correct? But my colleague can tell me, Rajiv, yaar, tere kaam mein undercut hota hai yaar. Yeah, that's right. Undercut is a crime in dentistry. That's like providing future patient with dental caries. You know, that's not ethical. Who will tell all this? Only colleague will tell this. है ना? So मैंने इतने सारी चीजें बताता हूँ ना एक साथ कि तुम लोग थोड़े कंफ्यूज भी होते रहेंगे, इसके लिए रिपीट करना पड़ता है. तो एक लैडर है 5 गुरु का, एक लैडर है 4 गेम्स का, एक लैडर है अपने वर्क को एसेस करने का. एटलीस्ट 3 मीडियाज का यूज करो. तो 5, 4, 3, 5 गुरु, 4 गेम, 3 assessment people. Okay? They need not be your gurus. 3 assessment people, initially gurus for 1 year. After that, general dentists, whoever are seeing our work, let them assess and we try to improve. Because if they say the work is good, the patient automatically, that means the patient is getting great work. Automatically, that means the patient is happy. Automatically, that means a happy patient values you. Automatically, that means he will pay for it. Automatically, that means there is no competition. Automatically, that means you no more remain on a plateau after 10 years in life. You move up. Yes. जगह करते जाओ यार, नीचे जगह करते जाओ, ऊपर जाओ नीचे जगह करो, ऊपर जाओ नीचे जगह करो. Either increase your staff or let the patients go to neighboring dentists. Why not? What is the problem? I just don't understand. है ना? 10 साल प्रैक्टिस के हो गए, सब कुछ फर्स्ट क्लास चल रहे. Write this down. I have nothing to lose in life. I have nothing to lose in life. So what is there if I lose some patients, if I change my timing to 9 to 5? Na? Friends, you will not lose everything. For some months, filtration will happen. Once filtration happens, you will start getting a new bunch of patients who can only go in the afternoon. Example, senior citizens. Would senior citizens love to come when it is dark outside? Or would senior citizens love to come at around 11 o'clock? And after say 3 o'clock, after their afternoon's nap is over? Okay. What about housewives? Would housewives love to come in the morning when they have kitchen work and housework, school children work, drop, pick up? Or would they like to come in the evening, 5 onwards, when husbands are back home? Or would they prefer to go during their beauty parlor time? Most women go to beauty parlor in the afternoon. So why are we not tapping into that big source? And in fact, a housewife is a richer woman than a working woman, because a housewife is happy with her husband's income. She is the happiest woman on the planet, in fact. So tap her. She has enough money. Just tap her. So senior citizens, housewives. When do you think businessmen and industrialists prefer to come? Trust me, they prefer to come in the office hours, because evening they would love to do exactly what I told you to do. They would love to either go and have a drink or a coffee with a client, or they would have a dinner meeting, or they would go for a function or a program, or they would play a game. And all this is to develop social contacts, through which eventually they get business. Got it? Same way in the morning, these industrialists, and to remain healthy, would like to play an activity or a game. They are already doing it. A owner of a company can easily tell his office staff, yaar mera daant dukh raha hai, I'm just going to a dentist and coming. Please, if there is a phone call, tell them I'll get back to them after so many hours. Yes. So you are already having all the paying variety patients are available in the afternoon hours. All the non-paying variety are available in the evening 5 to 9 period. 5 to 9 period is the working class period. Okay, working class. Now some of you will say, then who will look after the working class? Correct. I'm not telling everybody to change your timing. Of course, if everybody changes like America, even the industrialists, the government offices, private offices, everybody will allow their staff to go to a dentist if there is a toothache. Because who wants a staff member in the office who has a toothache? Because anyway is of no use. Because जब दांत दुखता है ना, तब कोई काम नहीं हो सकता. You cannot concentrate on your work. That's how America functions. That's how Australia, New Zealand, UK, the whole world dentist works 9 to 5. It's the only country, India. I don't know what is wrong with our country. We copy the senior dentist and we copy their timing. I did the same. But I realized when I was given this knowledge, and I realized that life is about 9 to 5, 9:30 to 5:30. Trust me. Good. So, upgrade. 10 years in practice, you need upgradation now. You need a new pill. The only thing what everybody is doing is, because 10 years means you have little money in hand. So हम लोग क्या करते हैं बताता हूँ. एक इम्प्लांट कोर्स भी कर लेते हैं, फिर एक एंडो एडवांस्ड माइक्रोस्कोप भी we'll do. Then we will attend a DSD course with Rajiv Verma, and then we will attend one more here, and then all major 5-star conferences, and then go to America, go to Europe, and do some one more All-on 4 implant course. Come back, purchase new clinic equipment, new materials, and then hunt for patients. And then there is no enough time because the regular root canal, regular crown and bridge, regular work is happening. You are unable to transfer the work to the young dentist, young associate. So there's no time now to do All-on 4. There's no time for some senior dentists who have an intraoral scanner 25 lakh ka, no time to use it regularly. Big problem. Do you know the mistake what you're doing? Same repeated mistake again. You are still not understanding the subject of your love. Only work on your love subject after that. I don't want you to work love subject from BDS level at age 26 or MDS level at age 28. But चलो अभी नहीं किया तो 10-15 साल 20 साल 25 साल प्रैक्टिस हो गई ना, अभी तो करो. Now don't do every course, don't attend every conference, don't buy every equipment, don't buy every material. Dentistry is a vacuum. That day I wrote extra oral shoshan yantra, and many of you loved that. Yes, dentistry is a shoshan yantra. डेंटिस्ट्री में अगर इन्वेस्ट करते जाओ ना तो 1 करोड़ रुपया तो आज की तारीख में गेट्स इन्वेस्टेड लाइक दिस into buying a scanner, into buying a 3D printer, into buying a OPG or a CBCT, into buying a new chair, into, oh my, and now buying new COVID-19 related equipment. Dentistry is huge vacuum. No, don't do this mistake. If you want to really climb up the ladder, only love one subject or one topic and only buy equipment of that subject and topic. Only do courses in that subject and topic. Only climb up the ladder, only attend conferences. In a conference, only attend that lecture which gives you knowledge of only your love topic. Advantage, you will have time in hand to do only what you have learned. Delegate all the other work, as I have said. Invest only in that topic what you, so now your investment drops down. Only one area to concentrate on. Your energy gets concentrated, your focus gets concentrated, you have one goal to achieve, one target to achieve, one vision and one mission in front of you, rather than doing everything in dentistry, right? Then if you want to do everything in dentistry and you have space for 3 chairs or more, call consultants. And when you call these consultants, whether they are MDS or BDS, endodontist or endodentist, tell them you will provide them a dental chair, hawa and pani and suction, soshan. That's it. And you will give them the biggest thing, patient. Rest everything they have to get. So imagine an endodontist or a young endodontist, the MDS passed out. You're not getting any jobs, or if you're getting, people are just paying you 1,000 rupees or 2,000 rupees a root canal. Why don't you have a Versa van, a Maruti Versa type van? Why don't you install buy one nice microscope with camera attachment, everything, and put it into that Versa with clips and all so that it does not topple? Why don't you have one driver? And this is applicable for women endodontist, men endodontist. Why don't you have one driver who is a driver come assistant? Suppose if I call you for consultation endo, you arrive with your Versa van, you park below my clinic, your assistant driver now becomes a helper. I will send 2 people from my clinic down and you guys lift up the microscope and get it up. You install the microscope on my chair. In the meantime, your driver goes and parks the car and come. In the meantime, we drape our patient. Your assistant comes again and doubles up as your own associate, not associate, assistant to hold the suction and everything because he's trained with you, correct? And work in my clinic. I will give you the chair, the hawa, that is the air, the water, correct? The big thing, the shoshan yantra, and the patient. What else do you want? So now advantage is I don't have to invest in a microscope. I don't have to occupy my space in the clinic with the microscope. You can get it, correct? Trust me, if you know Dr. Hemant More from Kalyan, of course, Hemant has 3-4 endodontists coming to his practice every day from 9 to 5 because his practice is massive with 10 dental chairs. But imagine if you get one attachment like that and you park your Versa and you pick up the microscope and put it into his clinic, trust me, Dr. More will tell you, beta, पूरा सोमवार तू आजा, तेरे को मैं दिन के सुबह 9 से लेके 5 बजे तक काम कर, तेरे को रो 5 पेशेंट 6 पेशेंट मैं देता हूं, पैसा तू बोलेगा ये ले ले निकल जा. अरे if you have one More also per day, no, and if you earn 25,000 rupees or say 20,000 rupees from Dr. More's clinic in one day, no, and if you work for 25 days a month like this, no, 25 days multiplied by 20,000 rupees, no, is equal to, no, 5 lakh rupees income per month. Yes, but you are not thinking like this. The problem is you are not thinking like this. Same way, a prosthodontist. You fresh graduate prosthodontist, why can't you have your own set of things? And if you're a rich prosthodontist or you want to take a loan you have got, buy an intraoral scanner, buy a 3D printer, get equipped like Aslam Inamdar, Aslam, I'm creating some competition for you because competition is healthy. More people then join in and then there is business. Yes. And why don't you park that vehicle below? Find 5 big top dentists. That's it. Right? And see that the dentists already do not have this equipment. Find those type of dentists. Array, we will love it because I don't have to invest now in anything. I got a ready-made dentist who can work also, who has equipment also, and who helps me to earn also. So my financial graph goes up, my work level graph goes up, my patient level graph goes up. I don't like prosthetic, so somebody else is doing it. I don't like endo, somebody else is coming fully equipped and doing it. My patients are happy because they are getting A+++ category work, and I get time to perform my love subject, which my patients are again happy with. What a beautiful thing. Except an orthodontist, I don't think an oral surgeon to some extent, and to some extent a endodontist, and to some extent a periodontist. Yes, you are going with a small bag to all these places, but you are not fully equipped. I want an orthodontist with an intraoral scanner going to for consultations. Upgrade yourselves. Carry one orthodontist along with you. Appoint an MDS orthodontist or an BDS orthodontist under you. If Dr. Ritesh Mahashabde, my orthodontist at Dr. Sachin Shah's clinic in Ghatkopar, if Ritesh, you are watching me, just type hello Rajiv. Hello Rajiv. Ritesh, if you are type there, if you're not, that means you're not there. Huh? Ritesh, this is for you. I don't want you to die as an orthodontist doing school children or adult, just nowadays adult orthodontics. I want you to be a special orthodontist. I want you to have 2 MDS orthodontists or 1 MDS, 1 orthodontist coming with you to Sachin's clinic or every clinic wherever you go. I want all 3 chairs occupied by you orthodontists on a given day. I want, the basic orthodontist handled by the orthodontist probably of your team. I want the lingual orthodontics and other complicated orthodontists handled by the orthodontist of your team. And I want you to be the Invisalign specialist. I want Ritesh Mahashabde to do the next 100 Invisalign cases in 1 year, like my course participant, whom I'm really proud of, Kiru Bakaran from Chennai, who became the fastest platinum member of the Invisalign club. If Kiru, if you're watching, say hi sir, I'm watching. I'm proud of you, Kiru. Yes, after listening to my lecture in Chennai, my course when he attended in Chennai, he just got transformed, and within 1 year he became the Invisalign specialist with 100 cases, my 2.5 to 3 lakh rupees per case. That's a turnover of 3 crore rupees plus his original probably turnover of 1 CR plus. That makes him into the bracket of 4 to 5 CR. See, money bhi aa gaya, happiness bhi aa gaya, fantastic quality of treatment aa gaya, class of patients aa gaya, type who understands this quality of work, type of patients aa gaya. Kiru is now, Kiru, if you're listening to me now, your next step should be to do some charity work once in a month, and treat those young girls and boys, marriageable age, free of cost or at nominal cost or at cost which is, it will pay off your expenses, and treat those patients also. On one hand, take from one hand and give little bit from the other. That's called philanthropic activity, and I think the whole world does it. Everybody, Baba Ramdev se leke, Sri Ravi Shankar se leke, Mr. Narayan Murthy se leke, Bill Gates se leke, everybody does the same thing. We will do it in our small way. Correct? So that's the next step, Ritesh, even for you. I have high regards and high hopes, Ritesh, for you. I'm raising your bar in front of all the dentists who are listening to me today. Sandeep is watching. Chalo, since Sandeep has come here, fall in love with your subject of passion. Sandeep Singh. Sandeep Singh from Chunar in Uttar Pradesh, originally, and then from Allahabad. I told you in lecture, I think part 1, I had this lecture of mine in Allahabad, UP State Conference. I don't know whether one person changed out of that conference, except I think Dr. Rajneesh Pandey is listening to me now. And Sandeep, your life changed forever. I know it. I'm proud of you. Sandeep is now, everybody knows, following only one passion. And Sandeep had two choices. Should he choose endo or should he choose implants? Because he's an amazing endo guy. Amazing. But he probably loves to suck onto blood. So he thought blood is better for him. Correct? So he is in so much of implantology that I want to have the next quintessence published book, Sandeep, from you. You can team up with Udatta Kher, Ali Tunkiwala. You can team up with some of them, and four of you together can take out the first implant book, the real book, a quintessence published book in the next 1 year, because you are already at that master level. Sandeep, I want you to move one level up. Same way, if Dr. Vikas Agarwal, my dear friend watching, I want Vikas, you to also move now one step up. Vikas, your new destination from 4 years from now, you shall stop treating men patients. You will only treat women patients. Okay? We will take permission from your dear wife, Vandana. Okay? We will see that she is around you when you treat those women patients. But I want you to be the ultimate migraine specialist of India, where you are referred migraine patients left, right, center by every MD and MS doctor, MBBS medical side. They and referred by saying that we are unable to treat this patient. If there is any person other than God, before asking God who can treat you, there is one in Pitampura, Delhi, opposite Pitampura police station, Dr. Vikas Agarwal. Earlier, he was a TMD specialist, but now people call him women migraine specialist dentist. Amazing, Vikas. And trust me, these ladies who have this headache, and normally these are upper class ladies, they have headache, and Vikas, if you ask 25,000 consultation only to see them and utter the diagnosis, and another 25,000 for your tests, and another 5 lakh rupees per case for treatment, they will happily shower the money on you. And their husbands will probably do this to you, कि भैया इसका सरदर्द ठीक किया, मेरी जान आपने बचा ली, इनफैक्ट मैं आपका शुक्रगुजार हूं. बड़ा सोचो तो बड़ा बनने में कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. The problem is we don't think big. We don't think out of the box. Because many think big but don't act on it. Many think big but they think within the box. Please stand outside the box of dentistry and look at the box of dentistry from outside, and there are lots of things we can do in the profession. We need to know them. Where is the potential? Invisalign understood it, that braces is irritating. That's why adults are not ready for it. See how they introduced the product and how they captured the market. Correct? So that way, everything we can, myofunctional pedo-orthodontist. Wow, I am loving it. Only lingual orthodontia. That means we don't put braces from the front. Ours is also invisible. Correct? The way you market it, you will have patience for it. Do ethical marketing. What is ethical marketing? Not YouTube. Ethical marketing is that 4 games and the clubs and the badminton and the golf what you play. Come in contact with human beings to market your product. And don't have to market it. I am the LIC agent. I am the LIC agent. You may die if you don't take the policy. Don't need to do that. I hate that concept. No need to do that. You just play a game with me. One day I will ask you, what do you do? Then you tell me that I am a dentist. Then one day I'll ask you for your visiting, and then. So anybody 10 years and 15 years into practice, you start moving up the ladder. You take the next generation with you. You have your niche in life. Start doing only one thing. You are at nothing to lose platform in life. Okay? हाँ, बिल्कुल बिंदास करो. कोई टेंशन नहीं है. आप लोन लेके कर सकते हो. और लेकिन whatever you do, only in one thing, as I told you, do not invest in everything in dentistry. So in other way, what am I trying to tell? I am trying to say, form a team. Yes, but then there is a problem with the team. In India, every time, and I have also experienced, it was my fault probably, a partnership doesn't work in India. That's again our society issue, our nurturing. Why can't we have business agreements properly? Why can't we have proper exit clauses? And why can't we have proper things and form a team? One ortho dentist, one prostho dentist, one endo dentist coming together. Why can't we have a prosthodontist, endodontist coming together? Why can't we have one clinic? Today, when a property price in Bandra is 5 crore rupees for 1,000 square feet, why can't we 5 invest into it, 20 lakh rupees each? Correct? Yes. Why can't we have proper shares, equities into it? Why can't we think like that? But हमारी ना सोच में ही प्रॉब्लम है. हमारे सोच में ही कपट है, कपट कि वो ऐसा बाद में करेगा तो वो अभी शादीशुदा नहीं है लेकिन बाद में उसका बीवी या पति आया और उसने ऐसा बोला तो हम में से कोई मर गया तो अरे जब होगा देखा जाएगा. सब एग्रीमेंट में लिख के रखो कि ऐसा हुआ तो क्या करने का, है ना. चलो, तुमको डर है ऐसा करने में, एक आइडिया देता हूं. हमारे 3 क्लिनिक है. चल, आई टेक माई 3 फेवरेट पीपल इन इंडिया. माई 3 फेवरेट पीपल. इफ यू 3 आर लिसनिंग टू मी, I can give a clue. They are from Chhattisgarh. Are you listening, anybody? My 3 Chhattisgarhians. Anand Rai, Gaurav, Ashutosh. तीनों नहीं है. तीनों ने प्रॉमिस किया था सुनेंगे. Anyway, मारो गोली. तीनों फ्रेंड्स है ना. इनके 3 क्लिनिक है. तीनों के 10 साल हो चुके हैं. तीनों प्लेटो पे है. तीनों की अटकी पड़ी है. पैसा दबा के कमा रहे हैं. हर एक के पास 5-5 गाड़ी है, कोठी है, बड़ा क्लिनिक है, 2-4 प्लॉट है. इनके पास सब कुछ है. ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं. इनके पास ना सब कुछ है, सब कुछ. इनके पास ना एक चीज नहीं है, दूसरी बीवी, क्योंकि उसकी हिम्मत नहीं है. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि यू नीड टू हैव वन. आई एम सो हैप्पी दैट यू आर हैविंग वन. Regards to your spouses also. What I want to tell you is time for each one of you. Of course, Anand is in a different city, but Gaurav and Ashutosh, or 2 of you are in one city, one is in different, or 3 dentists who are in one city, or 5 dentists who are in one city. I have a small suggestion for you. You have nothing to lose. You have 5 clinics. Each one has his own clinic. Why can't you master one subject in each clinic? Correct? And then why can't you be consultant to the other 4 clinics? Why can't Ashutosh master, if he loves prosthetics, become the prosthetic guy, full mouth rehab guy. Anand becomes the micro endo guy, and Gaurav becomes the laser guy. And each one has its own equipment. And 3 times a week, say half a day, one of them goes to, say, Anand's clinic. The Anand goes to somebody else's, their friend's clinic. Each clinic has a board. Outside board is your dental clinic name. Inside board has Anand's name and Ashutosh's name as consultants coming to the clinic. That way you can satisfy your love subject. That way you can keep the business within 5 of you in business parlance terms. That way you can keep the money in 5 of you. Why not? You can enjoy life. You can enjoy the quality of dentistry instead of doing everything, or instead of getting your associates doing it. Have your fast friend who is a super specialist or a super duper specialist coming to your practice 4 hours on Monday and 4 hours on Wednesday or 4 hours on Friday and doing these cases for you. You going to his clinic, and like that in rotation, make that permutation combination for a 15-day period every month and see how beautiful things can be. Each one needs to buy a Versa or a similar car. That's it. A driver who is driver come associate assistant. Yeah, you can have an associate dentist also traveling with you. Such a beautiful thing. Just work on these concepts. Work on these concepts. There are many things which you can do after 10 years in practice. जिंदगी ना बहुत है. 65 age retirement minus your age presently. I told you in my I can, I will, I must program. That's how much time you have in life to work on now. 65 minus chalo, you are 40 years of age. Correct? You have 25 years of practice to do. Agar already at 40 you have 4 cars and 2 houses and 1 wife and 2 children, and I can't imagine what will you have at 50 and what will you have at 60. And I just don't, unless you go and blow it on a bar dancer, which I don't think you will do, where else will you blow your money, yaar? So, and if the concepts which I'm giving you, your earnings are going to double, probably treble, probably quadruple. It's unbelievable what's going to happen to your incomes. So you are the guys, everybody who is aged 35 plus, you are in the golden period of dentistry. Now, this is another big joke of dentistry. The young generation is facing difficulty. Young generation does not have jobs. Young generation this, young generation that. The young generation is not talking much about it. The dentists who are in age group 35 to 45 is talking about the young generation. अरे ये क्या बात हुई? आप बात करने में ना वक्त मत जाया करो यार. Help the young generation. No, pull them up. No solutions. So Dr. Sarthak, if you're listening to me, I know you as a gentleman. You put a post that day in a very lighter note, but there were messages from Vishal, there was a message from me, and there were a message from some others trying to correct you in your post. We had no bad intentions. We had all good intentions. Correct? It happens sometimes, and I am happy that this thing stopped. But trust me, I have already written answers for each and every line of what you posted. Instead of writing those lines, you should have written the solutions of those lines. And trust me, everybody of us then would have immediately posted, yes, that's how to look at it, No, we need to look at positively at all things, but not only positively, we need to give solutions to the young generation, right? So age group 35 to 40, fantastic lifestyle. Everybody is enjoying it. Let's go to the next last group, 25, 30 years, 40 years into practice. That's my age, you can say. My age is around 32 years, 33 years into practice now. Tell me one thing. Of course, there are two types of human beings. One who are content and one who want to do something constantly. I fall into the constant category. Some of you could fall into the content category. If you fall into the content category, if you are happy with your concepts in life, you are, then continue with what you are doing. You are not the risk appetite person. You can't even take minor risks in life of changing of time, and reducing in patients will also affect your digestion process, because suddenly you will have more time and no patience. Continue with whatever you are doing. Okay. In that, try now and utilize your time for more of social activity, which could be done online. Like I have entered now into the telehealth project, or you can join some social club. You could be a president or somebody at a Rotary or a Rotaract or Lions Club, definitely now. You could be probably guiding the young generation. So many things to do. It's unbelievable what all we can do, because we are on a platform where there is nothing to lose. मैं तो ये लेवल पे पहुंच गया हूं कि मेरा सब कुछ अगर जिंदगी में लूट भी गया ना, और मेरे पास कुछ भी नहीं है ना, खाने को भी नहीं है, बैंक में पैसा भी नहीं है, मेरे पास एक जोड़ी कपड़ा और इसके सिवा कुछ नहीं है, घर भी नहीं है, चलो फिर भी मेरे को ना कोई टेंशन नहीं है लाइफ में. मेरे को I think I told you, I just need to knock at my course participants' door, and I have 4,000 course participants who have done my course personally, and I am grateful. I will be grateful to them. I am taking your permission and asking for your help also. If ever time comes in my life like this, and if I knock my fingers on your door, I know Tapan's wife, Ila, will give me one more set of clothes, one room to stay, one definitely hand-cooked food as per my requirement, my medical condition, whatever. And I can have a nice life with them for one day. And from there, I can move to Rajkot to Dr. Nigam and Hetal. And I'm sure Hetal and Nigam both will do the same to me. And from there, I can move further to the next destination in, say, Rajasthan. I can go to Jitu and Kavita Bothra, and they will do the same. I can knock the doors of Sushil Meena, and he and his wife can do the same. I can go to Delhi, knock the door of Vishal, and Vandana. I can knock the door of Arushi and Madhur, and I can go to Himachal Pradesh. I can knock the door of Neeraj Narang and Hina Narang. Friends, this is what life has given me. Biggest gift. This is a gift of me becoming a master in prosthetics. This relationships with these people has given me confidence in life कि कुछ भी अगर लाइफ में नहीं बचा ना, मेरा ये जो है ना कोर्स पार्टिसिपेंट्स का ग्रुप, ये मेरे को 4000 दिन 4000 days of my life, they will keep me not only alive, healthy and happy, and in return I will teach them something when I am with them. So there also I promise to give something back to the society. है ना, कुछ तो करो. Yesterday, a very senior course participant of mine, Dr. Khanna from Delhi. Sir, if you are watching, say hello. I am Dr. Khanna. He sent me a message. He retired finally because of this COVID-19 one, because of his age 2 and certain other reasons 3. And he actually sent a message, 4, 5, 6 messages he has sent to me that Rajiv, you had a cavity prevention program on mine few years ago and you had said about it and I had shown interest to partner with you in that program. I am now free from all the bandhans of life and I am there to join that program. And I told Dr. Khanna yesterday, I'm so sorry. I did that program on a pilot project for 5,000 students in Thane. And I am grateful to all my CCC doctors, Akshat Gupta, Shraddha, Divya, and others, and Raj and Siddharth for being with me in the journey, and Manali for being with me in the journey. But I'm so sorry I could not take it ahead. But with Dr. Khanna's push, with teledentistry coming in, with telemedicine platform, what my daughter has built, I may enter the preventive dentistry concept again. And I have a copyrighted Cavity Control Center CCC program. I have copyrighted it and I have patented it. I have the papers of it. Okay. So see how, this is how you can give back to life. So all senior dentists, there is no fun in earning for your children anymore. Just drop your children. Our duty and responsibility towards our child ends the moment we have educated them sufficient enough as per what we could afford. Also, we need to educate our children, where India has a big problem now. Our dentists, young dentists, middle-aged dentists whom I talk to, do you know how they talk? Sir, 30 लाख रुपया खर्चा हुआ है मेरे एजुकेशन पे. ये 30 लाख रुपया तो कम से कम कमाना ही कमाना है. हमको तो 1 लाख रुपया में क्या 10,000 रुपया भी पगार नहीं मिलता. इस साल इस हिसाब से तो 5 साल भी लगेंगे तो 30 लाख रुपया नहीं कमा सकते. And I have a complaint here. My dear friends, senior dentists and junior dentists, all who are listening to me, please pass on this message to the next generation and to every other dentist whom you or human being, because it's applicable to all. Please teach your children not to go on the path of money for this reason at all. Who produced our children? We. And the line what I say is, our children are an outcome of our pleasurable act. I hope you understood what I mean. Correct? Yes, they are an outcome of our act. We produce them. And now it is our fundamental duty and it's their fundamental right to demand for roti, kapda, makan and education. Yes, all what we spent on them, please do not take it back from them this way. Don't tell them that you have to give me this money back. No, I tell my daughters, give me the money back, but not for getting the money back. I take the money back and I invest it on their names only. Or I take the money back and tell them, prepay your education loan, what you have taken, and feel proud that you did your part education by your own money. But don't have to teach your children that you need to return this money, nor even give that feeling to your child that my mom and dad spent 50 lakh rupees on my education and I need to earn that money in life to repay. No, that's why we become money-minded. That's a duty of a parent. And if you have 2 children, count your finances in the beginning. Then only send child 1 to America, because then there is an obligation to send child 2 to America. because otherwise there'll be a division in the family. Correct? I hope seniors are understanding what I'm talking. I hope I am making sense to the senior dentist. And all those who are on the batting now, on that fence sitting at age 50, whose children are about to be graduated, post-graduated, or entering graduation, please nurture their brains in a proper way. Correct? That does not mean that our children loot us. That does not mean that our children enjoy coffee day. No. Make them know the reality of your finances. Make them know the worth of money and train them accordingly. Good. You are 25 years into practice, 30 is your practice. Did you really wanted to become a dentist 28 years, 30 years ago? Or you did dentistry like Rajiv Verma, 98% never wanted to be dentist. Chalo, abhi kar lete hai. Some of you fell in love with dentistry. Some of you are, just carrying on with the marriage. Some of you, chal paisa aa raha hai na, bas ho gaya. My suggestion, if you could not fall in love with dentistry, fine enough. It is life. It can happen sometimes. It's like married life. You can say once you have children, there are so many thousands of marriages which just go on because of the children. It's the same story, I guess. So don't worry at all. Now it's time bloody to do something. Take on your passion. When will you do your passion then? If you wanted to do something else in life, or in this 25, 30, 40 years of journey, you have developed some another passion, just sideline your main profession. Make your main profession now as a hobby and make your hobby as a profession. सही बोला? अगर सही बोला तो इसमें लिखो सही बोले. सही बोला, सही बोला. I'll repeat again. Make your hobby your profession and make your profession as a hobby. Just do switch like this and start enjoying life. अरे अभी नहीं करोगे तो कभी करोगे, है ना? वो पूरी जिंदगी, पहले तो पूरी जिंदगी खुद के पीछे, उसके बाद जिंदगी स्पाउस के पीछे, उसके बाद जिंदगी बच्चों के पीछे, उसके बाद बीच में जिंदगी माँ बाप के पीछे. तो चलो खुद की जिंदगी है किधर? Where is your own life? So our women dentists who are listening to me, I hope you realize what I meant. It's not only about women, it's also about men in life. Oh, I forgot to tell you, WDA has fallen in love with me. Dentists who attended my previous program, some of the women I told you have fallen in love with me because I'm connecting to them rapidly. And some of them demanded on my WhatsApp message that I need to conduct a special program for women dentists. So here it is. I think the scroll kept coming in between. I am coming back on 5th of June, Friday, 4 p.m. Women dentists, their issues, dilemmas, problems, and candid answers by Dr. Rajiv Verma. And I am not only going to talk, we are going to have 5 women along with me who would ask their questions live, and we have not practiced the session. I don't know the questions what they are going to ask. And while the program is on, when those 5 women finish asking their questions, we are going to live invite 5 more women who are asking questions in the comments box. We are going to put them 5 live, and then that's how the program will go on for hopefully 2 hours, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. Oh, there is one more announcement. Yesterday, I spoke with Dr. Christian Coachman, and we are having 2 sessions of him. Session 1 on 4th of June at 9:30 p.m. India time. That's Thursday, 4th of June, 9:30 p.m. India time on World Dental Association Facebook page. And second session on Thursday, 11th June, 9:30 p.m. to learn the concept of DSD or Digital Smile Design. Then, now, and the future of DSD. So, and he is amazing with over 150,000 followers on Facebook, over 1 lakh followers on Instagram, I think so. The whole world is, Christian has taken the world by storm in the last 10 years. So I want everybody to attend and spread the news to as many as possible, because it's almost impossible to get this man even on a webinar, okay? Good. So I was talking about senior dentists. So many things you can do. Some of you can show interest in my telehealth program. Yes, welcome. Show your interest and I will put you through my daughter and screening process, and we may ask you to join us on our telehealth platform. Maybe once you join in, we can go on to a tele-dentistry program because our platform is already ready. We are doing it for 5 years, correct? You can do so many things. You know, you can have your own social club where you interact with other community people. You can start, oh yes, the big thing. There is always a complaint, sir, patience nahi hai, bahut competition hai. Say 5% Indians go to a dentist. The awareness is so little. Why are we expecting IDA to do everything? First of all, what is IDA? IDA is you and me. It's made up of we dentists. So IDA is already doing a lot. I think so on his table. There's so many programs they're conducting already. Tobacco, this, that, so many things they're doing. Why are we dentists not chipping in our time to do awareness programs? But with the one concept here, please do not do awareness programs on YouTube and tell that so-and-so dental clinic comes to you with an awareness program on dental implants. This is advertisement. No. I saw one program. If Dr. Virani, if you are listening to me, well, friend, Trisa Dental, it's an advertisement. That's not the right way to do the program. If you really want to do awareness programs, no, do selfless programs. There's no need to even mention your name. I think I am the right person to do it now because I have no clinic. There is nothing for me to promote. I can now even write my name. And if anybody contacts me, I can then refer the patients to Dr. Virani and Dr. Sandeep, and I can ask the patient, kaun se area mein hai tu? So my tele-dentistry platform can work accordingly, and I can in fact refer patients to as per the mastery and the requirement. That I can do. And I did not even charge any fee from the patient nor any fee from the dentist for this service. Yes, senior dentists enter into large-scale awareness programs without expecting any return patients out of it. Do it selflessly. Do it for the whole profession. Let everybody get patients. I would be happy. I have one more project in my pipeline which unfortunately did not take off 3 years ago, and that is a tele-video magazine. I have it ready. I am looking for a young dentist who is dynamic, who does not so much interested into clinical dentistry, who knows how to work in CorelDRAW, and who wants to devote his time and is not looking at the money part to begin with, but has that passion to do something in life and is doing and is wrongfully in dentistry, never wanted to be a dentist, but now has a knowledge of dentistry. I'm looking for such young dentists to be part of my tele-video program. It's the e-video magazine program. I have the software for it also. Yes, why not we use these platforms to educate people, you know, and please take the education at the next level. I think we need to stop teaching people how to brush and how to gargle. We need to move further into implants and DSDs and, you know, root canal at a higher level. We need to educate in a different way, but in a what you say, in a way that people, normal human beings, show interest in watching these concepts, correct? And without any advertisement motive, without any, to get patients from backdoor, without that, I think seniors, we are in that position to do. We should club together and we should do something about it. Okay, even if it means little bit investment into the project, I am ready to partner with some like-minded dentists like this and to do something nice. Maybe it may give us a side income also through some other channels, through trade and industry or something like that. So let's think about it. What else? Mandir, I am not a god man, so I am not a person who will sit in front of Mandir, but I respect one dentist who sends me every day 8 photographs of Radha Krishna ji, and I always do this to the photographs. I admire it, but I am not really a god man to do all these things. I think my God is in my work, my God is in my creativity, and I don't call it God, I call it nature. It's in my out of the box thinking. It's in my nature, which is give to everybody. Yes, give mode. Why do we seniors not put our life in give mode? Why did Rajiv Verma need a angina pain and a bypass surgery at the age of 44 and watch the ceiling fan at home for 6 months when I was literally bedridden with my ribs cut into half and making a crackling sound every day, losing more than 10 kilos of weight in 11 days of hospitalization, and having a severe impact on my mental health and status. I almost went into severe depression in those 6 months. Why did this happen? This episode teach me that I need to change my gear from take mode to give mode. Why can't we be in give mode of life without any episode like this? I don't know. So a lot has changed in Rajiv Verma's life. Okay, nature has taught me lessons by giving slaps across my face, and उसके बाद ही साला मैं सुधरा हूँ. And I think the story is for almost for everybody. Should be 98% of you, I think, listening to me must be the same story. Till life gives a rap to us. So COVID, I think, has given a rap to all of us to think in a much bigger and a much better and a much nicer way. Good. So time is 1 hour, 46 minutes, 10 seconds. There are, as usual, questions popping up here. I can see many of them. So what I will do today is the same like every time. I like to answer personally most of you. So after the program, I go and I keep answering all those. You can also write me on my WhatsApp number, which is there on the scroller, which will come after this digital smile design scroll, which is going on. Please share the DSD, this thing, and women's dentist program across India and the world. The women dentist program needs to be attended by their husbands also. Especially if you're a husband dentist, I would love you to attend. If your husband is not a dentist, they should attend the program. If you have a mother-in-law and a father-in-law, it would be great if they attend. It would be really great if they attend. But there would be a point where your mother-in-law needs to go out of the room, because there will be one thing which I would say where your husband and his mother, which is your mother-in-law, may not appreciate what I say. So that time I will say, if you are watching, please walk out of the room for 2 minutes and then come back, because that's especially between a suggestion between me and the daughter-in-laws. So very interesting program coming on the 4th evening, night, and 5th afternoon at 4 o'clock. Women dentists, I am looking for at least a dozen women to participate live. I want some of you to send your questions to me on my WhatsApp. I am looking for some women who are fresh graduates, who are not who are not married yet, who are not in love with a dentist, or are in love with a dentist but not married. And I have lots of questions about marriage, about so many things. Okay, I'm looking for a single parent, a dentist, whose husband was a dentist or not a dentist. I am looking for somebody. I've got already two. I've already two, Dr. Samida Patil from Pune and Dr. Kaur from Patiala. I have already two women joining me on the program, because they already sent one question or two questions each, and I told them don't send any more questions. I want them live that day. So anybody interested in joining, I want people who will open their heart. I want people who are truthful in asking questions. It could be mentioned as their own question and be very truthful in life. It could be mentioned as your friend's question and put it that way and then wink like this. So I know, it's your question, but like that. I want some true people coming on the program. I don't want people who make stories. I don't want. Because I'm going to speak true to my heart. I'm going to speak my life again on that day. I'm going to speak the journey of my wife and my mother in that program. I'm going to speak the journey of a son of my mother and a husband of my wife who was tortured during those years of life. The wife never realized, the mother never realized how it had impact on the son's life. It's not only women's dentist issues I'm talking. I'm going to talk about the side effects of this marriage to a dentist or a non-dentist husband, how they also go and then their performance also goes down everywhere, including the bedroom to including their office or work. So hope to see you on Thursday and Friday, 9:30 and 4 p.m. So with this, I will say bye-bye to all of you. Once again, thank you so much. Namaskar. See you sometime, somewhere again. Take care. Start going to the clinic. Take complete precaution. Best wishes. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. मम्मी झालं तुझं